Welcome to the second example in using index and match function. Now let's say we have this data. It is an example of, let's say, master result of students. The students are Henry Ben, Rose Clinton, Ahmad Yusuf, and the rest. Now, score. This is the score of Henry Ben. Can see in English, CA, the first CA 8, second CA 12, in exam 35. Mathematics CA1 CA2 exam. Biology CA1 CA2 exam. Physics CA1 CA2 exam. And you can add your own other subjects. Now, from this master sheet or results of students, you want to create individual results for each student from this, so that it can be automated. And we have already created, let's say this is where you are creating your results about to be printed out. This is where it's just a sample. Now we have created maybe drop down arrow for the names of all the students. It's just a matter of change, click, and the result will change for the person. Now, why do we need index and match here? Look at it. We want index and match to help us pick this. Let's say, let's change it to Henry Ben, the first person. We want index to pick this 8 here for English, CA1, is 12 for CA2, 35 for exam. And of course, we have put the formula to help us add it up, which is addition of all the two CAs and exam. And we have also calculated our grades. You can see if we have treated if conditional statement in our previous video. If you are not familiar with it, go over to some of our previous video. You find it in this series. You find how to do if statements. Now, our business here is to use index and match to help us match the name of the students with the column name here, and match CA1 with what is here for English. We do the same thing for maths, for biology, for physics. Now, let's jump into it. Equal to index. Now, starting with the name. Okay, let's say, sorry, the range. Since we are doing for English, we are calculating for English, so the range will be the English range score for all of them here. Now, let's change it to absolute reference. Therefore, as we have learned previously. Now, next is match. The first thing we are matching is the name. Now, we also want it to be absolutely referenced. Okay. Now, we want to match it with name range here. Okay. So change it to absolute reference. Exact match, that's 0, comma. Then the second thing we want to match is the CA1, 2, and exam. So let's start with C. Just do for 1. So sorry, match. Next, match. In this case, we do partial reference. So put your dollar sign here for the row, comma. Match it with what this row. Okay, let's type it manually since reference is coming out. That is from E4 to G4. So I will type $4 to G4 $G $4. So it has selected the range, comma 0, exact match. Now close the first bracket, press enter. That's 8. You can see it has picked the 8 for Henry in the first CA. Let's see, 12:35. Good. Now next, let's do the same thing for maths. So meaning we are coming here now, coming here. So we do the same thing, equal to index. Our range is the scores of the students in maths. Change it as we did earlier to absolute reference. Then let's start the match. First thing we want to match, let's say the name, whatever it is there. Absolute reference. Next, match it with the name row. Okay, change it to absolute reference. Exact match 0. Close the bracket, comma. The second thing we want to match is CA1, but this time around for English, for maths, sorry. Partial reference. So yeah. So reference. Exact match. Close the bracket. Press enter. Let's see 15. Can see 15 for Henry. Let's see second say an exam. 15, 12, 30. Let's do for the next one, biology. So we are coming here now. Coming here. So equal to index. Our range is for biology this time. Absolute reference. The match. The name. Turn it to absolute reference. Then the name range. Without match, comma, without match. Close bracket. Next, comma. Sorry, comma. Next match. This time around, it's partial match. Match it with what's the biology. Let me turn this to absolute reference too. Close the bracket and close the first bracket. Enter. Now it picks 7 for biology. For Henry, let's see CA2 an exam. 10, 32. That's also correct. Now the last on the table is physics. Now the range will be all the scores of students in biology. Then match. Let's start with the name, Henry Ben. then match it with name column here, absolute reference, exact match, close it, comma, second match now, yeah. Now, as we did before, partial match this time, partial reference, comma, match it with C1 to an exam here, and turn it to absolute reference. Exact match. Close it, bracket, enter. Picks it 12. Let's see CA2 an exam. Let's bracket 15 and 40. Good. So this is the result of. Now let's say we now want to, maybe we have printed this, you want to change, see for this next student, you can see automatically become automatically change for another person. Do you see? Making your work very easy. I hope this is informative. See you in the next video. Please subscribe.